All right, cup of hot water coming up. 1 cup of hot water coming up.
Buddy, not even close. You're like 3/4 of a cup short of 1 cup.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
That's 1 cup.
Buddy! Come on.
Ah, what's the freaking, not even a teaspoon.
Dropping buckets. Hey, yeah, like it's nothing. In the kitchen chopping onions. Yeah, tears falling down. Underdog is finally overcoming. Cause I'm dropping buckets. Hey, yeah, like it's nothing. Hey, earn my respect and burn a budget. Hey, tears falling down. Underdog is finally overcoming, baby. Yeah, I'm dropping buckets.
Well, look who we have here today. I don't know if you can see the striking resemblance here, but this is my older brother, Tesfa.
The good looking one.
Yeah, he's the guest in the kitchen today. We're back, new channel. Welcome to Itadakimasu. Today in the Vegan Test Kitchen, we're doing one of my favorite go-tos. We always eat this together a lot, actually.
Yes.
We're doing falafel wraps.
Falafels are great.
And we're gonna do some hot sauce in there too, because this guy likes hot sauce a lot.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make the best falafel wrap, period. So we're gonna do falafel balls from scratch. We're gonna do the bread from scratch. We're gonna do a tabbouleh salad to go inside of the wrap from scratch. Tahini, hummus, pickled onions, hot sauce, the whole shebang. It's gonna be great. Yeah, so let's jump into it. We're gonna start with the dough, just to get that going so that we can set it off to the side for an hour and let it rest while we work up everything else. So we're gonna need 300 grams of flour. Yeah.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, just let me know when it's 300. Bada bing, bada boom. And for those of you wondering at home, 300 grams of flour is equal to 2 cups of flour. So you can go ahead and just toss that in the stand mixer over there. And then to that, we're gonna add a little bit of salt. Just 1 teaspoon of salt. And then we're gonna get 1 tablespoon of yeast going in 1 cup of just warm water. Get your yeast going in there. Also gonna want to get 1 tablespoon of sugar in there too. And just give that a little stir. Gonna activate the yeast. Make sure it's alive. You don't want to be using old yeast. You like that old yeast, eh?
Old yeast.
Yeah, give that a stir. Let it sit for, just a couple of minutes, and you'll see it start to foam up like nice active yeast does. And then, yeah, you want to just turn that on a little bit. You want to mix your salt in too, because when salt touches yeast directly, it sometimes fuck the yeast up. So you want to mix the salt into the flour first before you go ahead and add your yeast in. I know this is good yeast. It's already starting to bloom a little bit. So we're just going to pour that in. You want to pour that in for me? Nice and slow. Don't dump the whole thing in now. And just crank it up 1 notch there. Yeah, so you're gonna let that dough knead away for like 5-6 minutes. You can also do this by hand, just like the pita recipe. So you could just mix it in a bowl, get it into a ball, get it on the counter, start kneading away. But if you got a stand mixer, I'd suggest using the stand mixer. So now that we got that going, we can move on to our tabbouleh, which will be nice and easy. Can you actually pass me that? Can you give that a rinse out? No, this is why you get the siblings on here. This guy is great at doing dishes.
I hate dishes, by the way.
Yeah, but I'm always the one who cooks, so you're always the one who gets delegated to doing dishes. You want to give me a little 1 cup of hot water while you're at it? All right, well, once you finally, your sibling finally gets the right amount of water in there, Jesus. You're gonna get fine bulgur for the tabbouleh. And you gotta get fine, because if you get like medium, you gotta actually cook it. But with fine, you can just add hot water. And yeah, 1 cup hot water. And now the trick to this is I like to season this up right now. You know, get the flavor soaked in there. And so I like to put 1 lemon right in there, right while it's soaking. Can you just squeeze that in there? Other way. Upside down. There you go.
All right, fancy dancy.
Sure, I accidentally cut a little slice off, so that's for you. I know how much you like eating lemon. Look at that, 2 little slices.
Oh yeah.
Want salt for it? Do the next one.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna add half a teaspoon of salt. We're gonna add about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Yeah, that's 3 tablespoons. And about half a teaspoon of cracked black pepper. I like doing this in a mason jar too, because it saves a lot of time. And it keeps the hot water like a little bit warmer. And it's nice, you can just put a mason jar on, put the lid in, give it like a shake to mix up the olive oil, the lemon, salt, pepper, boom. And there you go, you just put that shit off to the side, let that sit in like 15-20 minutes, it'll be nice and like soaked up all the water and good to go. That dough should be done, so you can turn that off now. And we'll just that bad boy off there. Oh yeah, look at how nice that is. Perfect. So there we have it. We're just gonna grease up the side of that a little bit. Olive oil in there. Make sure the dough is nice and coated. Putting that in the middle. And we're just gonna wrap that with some plastic wrap. You wrapping a Christmas present, buddy?
Get your saran wrap like so.
No, just wrap the top, put it over.
You want me to put it in there?
No, that's what I was thinking. What, are you wrapping a Christmas present, buddy?
Get your saran wrap like so. Make sure it's nice and airtight. There you go.
And you're just gonna put that off to the side for about an hour.
Yeah.
Let that double in size and keep going. So we're gonna keep jumping into it here. We are gonna do the falafel balls now. So chickpeas to start. Key to this, soak your chickpeas. Don't use canned chickpeas. It's cheaper anyways, you know, get a nice, you can buy like a bag, a couple kilograms of dried chickpeas for the price of a can. And then you just soak them overnight. Don't actually cook them, just soak them until they double in size, become nice like this. And then what we're gonna do is just drain off the water. Like that. But if you drop a single chickpea in the sink there, I'll hear it. I'll know. There we go. Toss that right in the food processor. Get that in there.
Right in the food processor. Here you come.
There you go. So that's like 2 cups. You could honestly probably half this recipe, but you know, it's 2 of us we're cooking for here. So we're doing 2 cups of soaked chickpeas. And then to that, we're gonna add maybe 2 cloves of garlic. Gonna get some onion in there. We're gonna get some parsley. You wanna chop a little bunch of parsley up? Maybe like half that bunch. Good handful.
At least rinse these, but
I did before we recorded. I think. Rinse your parsley.
make sure you rinse your parsley, alright guys?
You can add 1 full onion. Don't need to like cut it up too thin or anything. Maybe like half of that. You don't need to, cut it up. We're gonna put it in the food processor.
Yeah, that's good. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's perfect. We're gonna get a little bit of cilantro in there too. And then we're gonna get a good amount of salt. I'm gonna say like a full teaspoon of salt. Gonna crack a little pepper in there. Oh yeah, looking good. Then we're gonna finish that off with a tablespoon of cumin, tablespoon of coriander, and a teaspoon of baking soda. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that's it. Go ahead and throw the lid on there. Go ahead on there. Oh, yeah. So you're gonna wanna let that go until it's like, not like, you're gonna wanna let it go for a little while. Because you need to get the chickpeas ground up, but not so long that it's like liquid like hummus or anything, but long enough where it's like, you can fold a ball into your hand and it sticks together.
Six hours later.
Yeah, so you're just gonna let that sit. And you wanna let the falafel mix sit for like a little bit because then it'll bind together better before you fry it. So like don't do it right away and then like roll a ball and throw it in your oil because it might fall apart. So just let that sit for a little bit. And while that's sitting, we're gonna go ahead and do our delicious Amba sauce, which is like a hot mango sauce that I believe originates from Iran. So let's get that going. I'm gonna turn the stove on. So you're gonna get a saucepan going on the stove, heat that up, and then you're a big mango guy. You wanna peel that for me?
Alright.
Peel and dice. Don't cut yourself now. You want the paring knife?
Yeah, give me a small one. Yeah, these Japanese knives. How do I peel? I just usually cut it. I'm freaking peel mango.
Yeah, well we gotta dice it, so do whatever you gotta do. Peel and cut. That looks like you're doing well. So you do that. I'm gonna get, so we'll need some garlic. We'll need the mango and chilies. So pretty much this sauce is, we're gonna saute some garlic in a little bit of olive oil with some chilies. Now, depending on how hot you like your hot sauce, that's gonna determine how many chilies you want. This guy right here, tell him how you like your hot sauce.
Extremely, extremely hot. Oh, hotter the better. Hotter the better for sure.
Okay, so let's try a little something today. How many of these peppers are we gonna do?
All of them.
No, okay, we're not doing that much. Actually,
That's kind of a lot.
yeah, one of these from Pops would put you on our ass.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So for you guys at home, I'm just gonna suggest use like 1 red chili. Should be enough for this sauce. If you like your sauce like hot, 2 red chilies. I'm gonna say we'll use 2 red chilies.
Yeah, we'll use
Should
2.
we throw 1 Scotch bonnet in there too, or two red chilies?
No,
good?
no,
2 red chilies?
good.
Okay, cool. So we're just gonna do 2 red chilies. Seeds in. Gotta have the seeds in. This is a hot sauce we're making here. We're just gonna dice that up. Try not to touch your face or your eyes. That would be bad.
Okay, I suck at dicing. Do you want them just diced like this? Cubes?
Yeah, cubes, buddy. This sauce is all gonna get blended anyways, so like, it doesn't really matter too much how nice you dice your stuff. But 2 cloves of garlic in there. Boom. Garlic and chilies. Good to go. You waste a mango over
Oh,
there?
Lord.
Oh, my goodness.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I'm in the kitchen.
Key. You don't want your mango to be like too ripe for this sauce. You just want it to be like more on the unripe side. This mango is probably actually perfect. It's like, how's it? How's the texture?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good.
So, yeah, so you're going to get 1 tablespoon of oil going. Then we're going to get our garlic in there. Gonna get the chilies in there. You're gonna stir that. Let it get a little brown. And while that's browning up, we're gonna mix our spices. So we've got half a teaspoon of coriander seeds. We got half a teaspoon of fenugreek. We've got half a teaspoon of mustard seed. Yeah, keep swirling that around for me. Half a teaspoon of cumin. And 1 whole teaspoon of turmeric. Now you could use like, your standard spice, but we go all out over here. So we're gonna get the mortar and pestle out, press this up nice. How's it looking? Ready to go? Then you're gonna go in with your spice. Give that a good mix. Let the oil coat the spices. Now we're gonna add half a cup of water. Can you give me half a cup? And we're gonna need 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar.
That's a cup. There, half a cup, buddy.
Go ahead, pour it in. Go ahead, stir that around. All right, can you bring the mango over now? Okay, I have to lift the whole board, eh? It's all right, I got it. Don't dump my knife. There we go. You're gonna throw your mango in there. Add 1 teaspoon of paprika, and then you're gonna add 2 teaspoons of salt. Oh yeah, that's the good sauce right there. Yeah, so you're gonna stir that sauce up. And then you're gonna put your lid on, like so. Turn it down to like a simmer. You're gonna let that simmer off for like 10 to 12 minutes. And you're gonna clear the kitchen. Because this guy wanted to go use 2 chilies. Now I'm gonna get everybody crying in here. You know. Oh, man. Woo. That is. Oh, that's gonna be hot.
Damn.
Oh my god, my nostrils. You weren't even huddled over the stove. Alright, time out.
A few minutes later.
So you're gonna let that sauce simmer away for like 10 to 12 minutes. And then once that's done, take it off the heat. Because we're gonna have to let it cool before we blend it up. And so while that's going, we're gonna go ahead and do our tahini sauce, which, you know, we've done 1,000 times. So I don't even really need to explain it to you, but we are gonna do half a cup of tahini into the blender. And then 3 cloves of garlic. I like my tahini a little garlicky, yeah? You cool with that? Ah, spoon. Half a cup of tahini, 3 cloves of garlic, squeeze of 1 full lemon.
3 cloves?
Yep. And then I think, like, our dad made tahini for us, and the way he does it, he uses soy sauce, which is like tip of the century, I think. Another half. Is don't use salt. Give a little bit of flavor in there, get a little umami in there. Use that soy sauce. So we're gonna go 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. And then we're gonna go 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Guess I'll measure it out this time because I have it in my hand. And, you know, maybe like 1/3 of a cup of water. But this guy and measuring cups don't go together, so we're just gonna eyeball it then. So let's say if you're making this as like a dip, you want to do this with some chips, I'd probably put less water, because then you can like have a dip consistency. But because we're doing falafels, we're gonna want it a little bit runny so that we can like squeeze it right on there.
Hey, yeah, like it's nothing. Hey, earn my respect and burn a budget. Hey, tears falling down, underdog is finally overcoming, baby, cause I'm dropping buckets.
Beautiful, beautiful. So we ended up doing about 1/2 cup of water. How's it look? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
And then we're just gonna go right into the squeeze bottle or onto the side. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I don't want to get too runny, you know? Because then it starts to like seep through. Then you get like a wet falafel wrap that's falling apart. You're running on your hands, dripping on your lap. I guess you could play like elevator music for this. A little Jeopardy music. That's nice. And now we're just gonna go ahead and pickle a quick onion. Nothing too fancy here. Red onion. It's gonna be red onion, a little bit of lime. Can you squeeze, roll, and cut that? Just gonna peel the red onion and grab that bowl behind me. Yeah, so you're just gonna go ahead, give a nice chop with some red onion. You know, about 1/2 a red onion. Break those apart, put them in a bowl. You want to squeeze some of that lime on there? Yeah, go ahead. Hit it with some lime. Hit it with just a little splash of apple cider vinegar. And we're going to go in with a little bit of sumac on there. Maybe like just 3 pinches of sumac. A little pinch of salt. Mix that around. There we go. Some quick pickled onion. So we'll just set that off to the side there. You want to toss it off to the side? And now continuing on, we're just going to go ahead and do our tabbouleh, which is nice and easy. We're going to need all that parsley pretty much. You want to chop that for me? We'll be just going into this bowl here. You know what? Maybe 1 bunch of parsley. I like to use curly parsley. That's just personal preference. I know a lot of people will use flat leaf parsley. And then you're going to need 1 red onion, diced. But you got a head start, so it's not fair.
Whatever. Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, but it's not done until it's in the bowl. I might beat you. Now, I like a lot of onion, but you say 1 whole one or just a half?
Half should be
Okay,
alright.
we'll go half red onion for now. Then we're gonna go cucumber. You want to do the tomato? 1 tomato, about half the cucumber, diced. I like to get the seeds out of the cucumber. Yeah, just cut it into quarters. Cut the seeds right out. Nice and easy.
Tabbouleh has to be probably one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So a little bit of mint, just to, brighten it up a little bit. Maybe like 1 sprig of mint. Get the stem out of there, pick the leaves off. Give that a little chop. And roll that up tight. Alright, so we get some mint in there. And then we're going to take our bulgur, which was sitting nicely in the jar. See how it's soaked up all the water now? It's nice and hydrated. And this is another thing where I think, opinion might vary a little bit. I like my tabbouleh salad, almost half bulgur, half parsley. Sometimes you go in there and it's, all parsley and you see, 3-4 flakes of bulgur. And you're like, come on.
Nah, you need at least a half. Bread.
Yeah, half. So, I like to go with a lot of bulgur. And this bulgur is going to be nice and tasty because we had it sitting in the marinade with the olive oil and the salt and the pepper and the lemon. Then we're just going to mix that all together. And then once that's nice and mixed, I actually like to hit it with just a little splash of lemon. Just to brighten it all up. Have it come together. Boom, just like that. There you go. Tabbouleh, done. This also, it's just going to get better with time. You want to leave that in the fridge for 6 hours, 1 day. Make it the day before. Leave it till tomorrow. Flavor's going to be even nicer in there. And now, let's go Amba sauce. Amba. So you're going to go ahead, grab your blender. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. That looks real nice. Oh, that smells delicious. Thank you. Get that going on the blender. If you have one of these blend techs, they're the best because you get the twister jar. Get that going.
A few moments later.
You don't have to pour it into a jar, but just makes squeezing easier. Toss that in the sink. Thanks. Oh yeah. There you go. Looks nice and hot. Boom, boom. I'm gonna go ahead and toss these both in the fridge for a second, let them cool down. So now we're just gonna roll out the falafel balls and roll out our dough because it's been an hour now that it's been resting. Should be doubled in size. We're gonna roll out our falafel balls. So our oil's nice and hot. We're getting it going. And then we're just gonna fry our falafel balls and roll out the dough. And then we'll be assembling. So now it's should hold together real nice because we've let this sit for a little bit. So get like a good ping pong ball size worth. Squeeze them together. There you go. Boom. One falafel ball. You could get yourself one of those fancy, like, you can use an ice cream scoop or I think they're called a falafel press or something. The ones you probably see in the shop where they like take the spoon and then just push it out. There we go. So we'll fry 4 at a time. There we go. So we got 4 balls going. Toss that back over there for now. And then if you want to roll out the dough. So dough, as you can see, nice and doubled in size. Bada bing, bada boom. And so we're going to get that out. You want to split this. This should make about 4 pitas. We're actually going to lay a little bit of flour down first. Then just turn that right out. So let's see. We got 500 grams. Split that into 250. We got 252. Then split that in half. There we go. Beautiful. You want to roll one into a nice let the other one sit off to the side. Let's see the rolling skills. Want it to be like 1/4 inch thick, and like we're using a cast iron for this. I'm gonna stop letting the guest roll the first ones. They always end up getting fucked up.
Don't mind me, don't mind me.
The struggle is, oh, look at that circle. That is nice. That is nice.
Okay, bro. I give up that.
So that was a failed attempt at rolling one out. So I'm going to take over here. Nice and easy. Get it into a bowl. Put that down. Flatten it out into a nice circle to get it started. Then we're just going to flour both sides so that it doesn't stick to the rolling pin, because that's bad, as we just saw. There we go. Just roll it out a little bit. Flip it over. Just keep going. There we go. That's one down. Okay, frying pan, ripping hot. There you go, put that in. We're gonna let that just cook away. Gonna start to see some bubbles going. A few seconds. Okay, so you're gonna start seeing the bubbles going. We're actually gonna give this a flip. The other side. It's gonna start puffing up in the middle. Let that cook on that side for about another 30 seconds, another minute. Bob, there it is.
Nice.
Just like that. Nice and golden. Got some color. We had the puff up. There we go. Boom. One down. Do the rest of your 3. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the falafel balls now. So the oil, nice and hot. We're going to be safe here. We're just going to lower them in nicely. Nobody wants to get burned, right? So, There we go. So let those go until they're nice and brown. Should take about 2 minutes if your oil is the right temperature. Oh yeah, look at that. That right there, perfect falafel ball. One. Look at those. Oh yeah. All right, and now the final stage, we're just gonna assemble. So you're gonna wanna get your tahini and your Amba sauce out of the fridge, nice and cold. Hummus, obviously that's a big part. We made hummus on a previous episode, so go ahead and check that out in the link below. And then we're just gonna use some of that hummus that we made. Here we are, hummus, tahini, Amba sauce. We got our falafel balls, we got our tabbouleh, we got our pickled onion, we got our wrap. Now it's just assemble time.
Cause I'm dropping buckets, ay, yeah, like it's nothing, ay, earn my respect and burn a budget, ay, tears falling down, underdog is finally overcoming, baby, yeah, I'm dropping buckets, drop some cash for me, don't worry about my past for me, I'm driving with no gasoline, this life I live's a fantasy, yeah, I do this for my dogs, all my day ones and my family, my life gon' live through them if I end up in any tragedies, I hope y'all understand this shit got bigger cause it had to be, I always knew I had it, but just not at this capacity, I recognize the gravity, closer to the summit, stacking chips and counting nuggets, I've been stunting, baby, cause I'm dropping buckets, hey. Yeah, like it's nothing, ayy, in the kitchen chopping onions, ayy, tears falling down, underdog is finally overcoming, cause I'm dropping buckets, ayy, yeah, like it's nothing, ayy, earn my respect and burn a bucket.
Yeah, so look at that, that feels, the bread is like,
Yeah, the bread's really nice.
quality, that's real nice. I'm excited to try the Amba sauce, see
Yeah,
see
me
how
too.
that spice is.
All the spicy, you know.
All right, let's hit it.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
No, that's good. Woo! Not bad.
Yeah, that's nice. Could use maybe a little more chili in the Amba sauce.
Yeah.
I could put a little bit more on there, but it's nice. The flavor profile across the board is nice. You know, everything works together nice. Oh yeah. Well, there you have it. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for helping. He'll be back. You know, brothers and all. We'll be in here. What do you want to do? Some soup?
Make some soup next.
Not a chance.
I'll be doing that episode by myself.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, lead the episode. I'll just be standing off to the side. We'll come back. We'll do a rice episode too. We'll get Pops in here for that one. But yeah, thanks for coming out. Thanks for tuning in to the falafel recipe. Let me know how you like it down in the comments for those of you that try it. And until next week, itadakimasu.
Peace.
Earn my respect and burn a budget. Tears falling down, underdog is finally overcoming, baby, cause I'm dropping buckets.